What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today we're going to be talking about what we learned from the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal in today's episode. Now, if you don't want any spoilers, guys, I'll just click away from this video, but I'm going to be talking about, obviously, the multiplayer maps, the modes, the weapons that we're going to be getting, as well as other different bits and pieces. So, hope you guys all enjoy this. If you do, smash that thumbs up button, guys. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. So, if you want to check out the rest of my videos, check out the playlist in the description. So, first of all, at long last, the multiplayer for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War was fully revealed back on Wednesday, including the official trailer and details about a lot of the game's aspects such as maps, modes, guns and more. So, September the 9th was a date that a lot of Call of Duty fans were looking forward to as Activision and Treyarch finally revealed the multiplayer side of things for their upcoming Black Ops Cold War title. Well, we'll have to wait for the game's beta on October the 8th. At this present moment in time, there's a rumoured date. And then the full release to get details about everything that's in the multiplayer. The current alpha version of Black Ops Cold War has already revealed a lot about what will be included. So the first thing that we got was the multiplayer reveal trailer, which is currently showing on the background of this video. So that's rather interesting, guys. Make sure you guys check that out. If you want to check the original, again, I'll link that in the description. So the maps. So maps are arguably the most important aspect of Call of Duty because they finally get heavily factored in when judging how good the game's multiplayer is. So far, 5 maps have been confirmed for Black Ops Cold War, including Miami, which we had leaked gameplay on several days before the reveal event. The other 4 were Armada, Crossroads, Satellite, and Moscow. Now Armada was basically like a on a water mission in the Atlantic Ocean. And basically I think there was like 5 boats if memory serves, and there was like a little submarine in the middle, and it had zip lines between each of these 5 different ships, so that's rather interesting. On the water, only one of its kind at this present moment in time. Crossroads, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the Uzbekistan map, and this was a snow map, and it's very open plan, rather interesting. Can't wait to play that map, guys. I think we did get a little bit of footage of that from the multiplayer event. Miami is a night map set on the area of South Beach in Miami. Very popular tourist destination. Really good. I can't wait to play that map, guys. Really, it's one of those areas that's like sniper heaven in the middle of the map, but around the edges is all like close quarters. Really good. Satellite, which is from the original trailer that we got. Satellite is the desert map, which kind of reminds me of Afghan from Modern Warfare 2. Some people may recognise that. Satellite, however, is really open plan. Again, it's really good for snipers and close quarters combat. Pretty much similar to Crossroads, to be honest with you. But sorry, beg your pardon, Miami. And Moscow, obviously, going from the name of the map, is obviously set in Moscow. Satellite was set in Angola in West Africa. Miami, of course, is set in Florida. Crossroads is in Uzbekistan, and Armada in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's really interesting. Now we did get some hardpoint satellite gameplay, guys. If you want to check out the full gameplay on the different maps and different modes, I'll link the full reveal in the description box down below. Make sure you guys check that out. So, modes. As per usual, Black Ops Cold War multiplayer will feature a plethora of modes and playlists, and the ones that have been confirmed are Combined ARBs, which is 5 flag domination, kind of like Ground War, really interesting. VIP Escort. Now this is kind of like a Dead Man Walking type of game mode. Now this is kind of like picture like a game like Dead Man Walking, which is basically kind of like a VIP escort type of mode, if you will. I'll explain a little bit more detail in a bit. Basically, VIP escort is kind of like Safeguard, so you have to basically get one of your teammates from one location to another location without being killed. Now, some people here who are fans of Rainbow Six Siege are somewhat familiar with one of the game modes in there, where you have to get get a person from one location to another location without being killed. So if you picture that sort of game mode, that's what it's all about. Hardpoint, some people may recognise that. Kill confirmed, team deathmatch, as well as Control. Now, Control, I think, was in a Black Ops 4, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Control is a fairly decent game mode, kind of like Hardpoint, or Headquarters. Hardpoint Headquarters. It's kind of like I think it's what Control is based on. So that's really interesting. Weapons. So you can have a Call of Duty game with an extensive list of weapons, and judging by what we've already seen so far, Black Ops Cold War does not disappoint. So 12 primary guns have been confirmed thus far. 3 ARs, 3 submachine guns, 2 tactical rifles, 2 LMGs and 2 snipers. So the assault rifles are the XM4, the Krig 6, the AK-47. SMGs include the MP5, the Type 821 and the very popular AK-74U. Tactical rifles include the M16 and the Type 63. LMGs, the RPD and the Stoner 63. And finally for snipers, LW3 Tundra and the Pellington 703. Now in addition, 5 secondary weapons have also been revealed, 2 pistols, 1 launcher and 2 shotguns. Now the pistols are the 1911 pistol and the Diamatti, I hope I pronounced that right. Shotguns include the Hauer 77 and the Gallo SA12, and the launchers is the Sigma 2. So I think we managed to get a few screenshots of this. You can see you've got the MP5 SMG, as we would see it in Black Ops Cold War on screen right now. Perks. So perks can make a huge difference in each loadout, and choosing which ones to have equipped really depends on the style of play you want to go with when using each particular class. So 9 total perks have been confirmed, 3 from each category, including the return of Dead Silence, which is called Ninja in this game. Dead Silence was available in Modern Warfare but as a field upgrade, a decision that many in the player base did not agree with when it was first announced. So in perk 1, we've got Engineer, which is where you can detect enemy equipment and score streaks through walls. Tactical Mask, maximise resistance to flashing and stun grenade and immune to gas. Flak Jacket, take less damage from enemy explosives and Molotov fires. Perk 2, we've got Scavenger, replenishing ammo from fallen players. Quartermaster, recharging equipment over 25 seconds. Tracker, see imprint of enemy footsteps and aim at enemies to reveal them on their team's minimap. Perk 3, we've got Cold Blooded. Artificial intelligence controlled score streaks will not target you. Player controlled score streaks will not highlight you, show up cold on thermal, and players and vehicles will not see your nameplates. Ghost, undetectable by enemy spy planes whenever you are moving, planting or defusing bombs, or controlling score streaks. Ninja, sprint more quietly and resistant to field mic. So that's going to be really interesting there, guys. Equipment and field upgrades. So speaking of field upgrades, they were first introduced in Modern Warfare and will be returning again for Black Ops Cold War. For those not familiar with how these work, they are essentially a piece of equipment that is stronger than regular lethals and tacticals, but only can be obtained after a specific recharge time, not every time you spawn in. So Proximity Mine. A throwable mine explodes shortly after one enemy runs or drives over it and can be avoided by crouching. Destroys any vehicle that runs over it and has a recharge time of 2 minutes. SAM Turret launches missiles at enemy score streaks and player-piloted helicopters. Time of 3 minutes 45. Jammer creates an electronic disruption field, assembling enemy field upgrades and degrading enemy minimap information. Recharge time of 2 minutes and 30. Field Mic deploys a recording device that highlights enmity sounds on your minimap, and with a recharge time of 3 minutes 15. So of course there will also be regular equipment to have in your class, lethals and tacticals, 4 of which have been confirmed for Cold War. Tacticals is smoke and stun grenade. Lethals are frag grenade and C4. Obviously that'll be subject to change. As far as how the creator class system will work, make sure to check out the Black Ops Cold War information page, which I'll go into in a moment, about the wildcards and the gunsmith. Additional features that we learned are the traditional minimap is back as well alongside the compass. Non-suppressed gunfire will show up as a red dot on the minimap for all players just like old times. Time to kill is slightly faster compared to Black Ops 4. Auto health regeneration has returned. Unlimited sprint has been confirmed and players can sprint through the battlefield without losing momentum, and each sprint now starts with a small burst of speed that settles into normal sprint speed, helping you to get out of sticky situations quickly. Sliding now naturally transitions into a tactical crouched position for more controlled and realistic pattern. Players can toggle several HUD elements in settings, including the ability to see health bars over enemies and allies. Players can edit the loadouts mid-match without having to leave the game, which is good. We know you're eager to hear about more Black Ops Cold War's progression system, but we'll have more information in the coming weeks. So that's going to be really interesting, guys. Another thing I want to quickly go on to is creator class and score streaks. Actually, just before I do go on to that, I just want to quickly talk about the wildcards and the gunsmith. Now, these are going to be coming into the game eventually, guys, so that's going to be really interesting. So the loadout and score streak system in Black Ops Cold War is undergoing a major revamp, with a mix of new and old systems created and installed. This is something new. Something totally new. Black Ops Cold War is Treyarch's latest entry in the COD franchise, and they have to follow up to Infinity Ward's incredibly successful Modern Warfare and Warzone. More on that later. Treyarch have often been praised for their innovation of game systems, pioneering the Pick 10 class system, which returns in the new game, but in a different way. So, creator class and loadouts. So this year, the creator class is a mix of the Pick 10 formula and the system from Modern Warfare. Players will be able to customize their class in an entirely new way. So, as always, you can choose a primary, secondary, tactical, lethal, field upgrade, 3 perks and a wildcard. Gunsmith also returns, however, as popularised in Modern Warfare, giving complete customization options for weapons. So, you're able to unlock, these are 7 attachment slots for each weapon, and you'll be able to unlock attachments just like how it is done in Modern Warfare, by ranking the progression level on that specific weapon. Now, we can only use 5 to apply attachments. So the attachments include, for most, optic, muzzle, barrel, underbarrel, body, stock, magazine, handle. As you guys can see from the screenshot. But things get a little bit more complicated when wildcards are involved. So far there are 4 wildcards in the current build. Danger Claws, equip extra lethal and tactical equipment and start with max ammo. I'll probably be using that a lot. Lawbreaker, equip any weapon in either slot and equip any perk. Gunfighter unlocks 3 additional attachment slots for your primary weapon. And Perk Greed, equip 3 extra perks. As you can see, these are incredibly powerful bonuses to your loadout, and picking which one makes more sense for your class will be crucial. Field upgrades also return, which can be selected on classes, so that's going to be really good. Score streaks. Now, rather than kill streaks, score streaks make their return in the new game, but yet again with a twist on the old formula. These score streaks do not reset upon death. This has actually been seen before back in Modern Warfare 3, if players used support streaks but never in a Treyarch game. A dynamic and rewarding score streak system means score is no longer lost on death, and you'll earn multipliers for stringing together multiple kills in the same life. That doesn't necessarily mean there's no consequence for dying. The more score you get during a single life, the faster you'll earn streaks. Your chain score is displayed on the heads-up display, which shows the bonus for getting multiple kills. As well as kills, objective work, assists, and every other method of getting score will contribute. These score streaks will have a cooldown time, which will alleviate spamming of too many score streaks, as players are able to earn them over a match. The cooldown time length varies for every streak. So that's going to be really interesting, guys. Theatre mode, that'll be returning, guys. That's going to be really interesting. I'm not going to go too much into this, guys, but Theatre mode is back. In Black Ops 4, players could revisit their gameplay from multiplayer, blackout and zombies matches in theatre mode, toying with the footage to create and share their own highlights and content. It was a beloved feature for players who wanted to show off big players and content creators who wanted to demonstrate some creativity, but was nixed from Modern Warfare. So, we're not entirely sure what features Black Ops Cold War's theatre mode will enjoy, but we do know there will be in the game for multiplayer, at the very least. This is an encouraging sign for those who have grown tired of needing to export footage to video editing software after saving it through methods like PS4's in-console gameplay recording studio. Minimap, as you guys can see, is returning for the game. It's circular shape. I think it always has been. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think sometimes you will get square shape, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Black Ops Cold War minimap will be a hybrid of the 2 maps as we know it from Warzone, and I think there's one other that I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but that's going to be really interesting. It will feature Black Ops 4's Fog of War, a circular shape and red dots when enemies fire. Interestingly, the compass is also expected to return. So that's going to be really good. What else can we learn? The new VIP mode. So I'm just going to go quickly into this, guys. So every Call of Duty game has its namestays when it comes to modes. When a new entry gets announced, you can pretty much expect that classic modes like TDM, Domination and Search and Destroy and others will all make an appearance. So VIP escort. So what can we know about this? The mod itself is pretty simple, however despite that simplicity it's sure to intrigue fans when they get their hands on it. The mod is a version of classic escort game modes with a bit of a twist. One team of attackers is tasked with escorting a VIP, which is a random player every round, to a zone while the other team is tasked with taking them out. If they do, the round will immediately end. The first team that clutches 4 rounds wins. If that all sounds a bit confusing, not to worry, as the gameplay from the mod in order to give players a good look as everything has to offer. So during the multiplayer event, I think all of them were playing this on Miami, so I'll see if I can get some footage for you guys. So that should be really interesting. As expected, teams will rotate between attackers and defenders, so the match isn't one-sided. On top of that, score streaks will completely disabled for normal team members, so won't have to worry about large streaks ruining the experience. In addition, when players get shot, they will not immediately die. Instead, you'll go down similarly to getting knocked in Warzone. So in Last Stand, for lack of a better term, players can then, of course, be revived by teammates. Custom classes are allowed in the mode for normal players. If you're the VIP, you won't have such luxuries. Instead, you'll be forced to use a pistol, smoke grenades, frags, and a spy plane. So you may want to brush up on your handgun skills if you want to play this mode. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to work, so that's going to be really interesting. And finally, we're just going to go quickly a little bit more into the beta. So the full multiplayer reveal for Black Ops Cold War may now be behind us, but we've still got plenty to look forward to in the coming weeks and months. Also, we've got a customizable campaign experience, which is Treyarch's title is set to feature, and serve as the direct sequel to Black Ops 1 from 2010. So obviously, if you want to know how you can access the Black Ops Cold War beta, guys, I'll leave a link down in the description to make sure you guys check that out. I'm not going to go too much into this, as you guys can see, but actually, let's have a look. I'm going to quickly go into this. Black Ops Cold War Weekend 1 will run October 8th to the 9th for PS4 Early Access, and October 10th through the 12th for PS4 Open Beta, so anybody can access it between October the 10th and the 12th. Crossplay Beta will happen October 15th to the 16th for Xbox and PC Early Access, and that's PS4 Open Beta again. And October 17th to the 19th will be open for all platforms. So we can obviously expect to see during the beta, we can now obviously have a play around with the weapons, see how they feel, see how they work. Obviously, any information that we get from this will obviously be fed back to Activision and Treyarch. So we'll have to wait and see how this is going to work out, guys. So hope you guys are all excited for it. If you are, smash that thumbs up button, guys. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so I see more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.